Hi everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age Awakenings. It has been 9 days since I last played this game. I haven't been at home, I went up to my parents because I had 2 weeks off. I've still got 5 days until I go back to work, so should be able to get quite a bit done hopefully. And I took the opportunity of having 2 weeks off to ask that girl out again, and yeah, she didn't appreciate that.
So you are the commander of the Grey Wardens. Do not be frightened. Your injuries have been tended to. I apologize for what I must do. I do not wish to be your enemy. But now is not the time for this. Rest.
If you don't want to be my enemy, knocking me out and putting me in a cage isn't a good start, is it?
Serani! Oh, creators, what have they done to you?
They haven't done anything. I'm fine, Villana. It's not me he wants. I have to get you out before something bad happens. I don't want anyone else to be hurt.
Yes, all right. Let me out and I'll take you home.
The Darkspawn have your things. You can still get it all back if you're careful and clever. They're going to come back to check on you. You have to hurry.
But I'm not either of those things. Look, please tell me what's going on. You must know something.
I don't know anything. But take this key. It opens a chest in the emissary's room. Maybe you'll find some answers there.
The emissary must be the talking Darkspawn, do you reckon? I'm guessing half my stuff is in the emissary's room. Thank you?
They're coming. You have to go. Find a way out of the mines. Please.
I can't just leave you. Serani, wait!
Don't worry, we're going to slaughter every last person in here, Villana. I promise.
You delay too much.
Wait, who am I fighting? Darkspawn. Well, he'll be dead in a second. There must be more to come, though. Well, it looks like I'm in the middle, doesn't it, of something. Don't really know where to begin. Okay. I don't know which way is which.
Very well.
Tell you what, there's a lot of Darkspawn down there. Doesn't look like a lab to me.
This contraption will allow us to quickly dispatch those Darkspawn. Come on, we've no time to lose.
What? Yeah, but... Oh. I shouldn't have listened to her. So yeah, so now that girl thinks not only does I'm not worth talking to, she thinks I'm like a creep or something now, probably. Told me that it wasn't nice for me to contact her, so that's not good.
Into the
I think I've gone the wrong way. Let's try the other way. Just to be clear, I'm not a creep. Even if it does sound like I am, I'm not. Mind you, I guess that is what creeps would say, isn't it? Ah, good, I needed that key.
I
So
shall
now I
do
can
it.
loot all the cells.
I shall do it.
I think I can help with that.
I'm very conscious that when I pick up my stuff, I might well be short of all my items. There's lots of books and codices in here. The Architect's Journal. The Seeker collected 2 elves, male and female. The rest died defending their camp. Unfortunate, but a small price to pay. The male has since dashed his head on the wall. Odd. Don't all living beings strive for survival? The Seeker confessed that he did more than simply collect the elves. He found the elves and humans at odds, then exacerbated the conflict by making the humans look responsible for the 2 elves' disappearance. He said he wanted to see how the elf leader would react. Odd again. The female elf has developed a bond of sorts with her guard. Many of the other disciples seem drawn to her as well. The Seeker says her name is Sarani. Perhaps I should speak to her. Maybe she will understand. No, she's just manipulating you. The Architect's notes. These are scribbled on loose sheets of paper, barely decipherable. What happens if the old gods perish? Does the song die with them? The blood is the key. The blood is always the key. The female elf is accommodating, allowing me to take her blood for my work. Perhaps she thinks I'll release her if she cooperates. My disciples report that another elf is rampaging through the woods, killing humans. Revenge for what we did to her kind. Only she hasn't seen through the Seeker's ruse. We'll keep this from Sarani. If she is upset, she may stop cooperating. Perhaps I should have killed it while it slept. So that's something that's died. I mean, there's a lot of things here that have died.
It is begun. It shall be done.
Well, this is a puzzle of some sort.
It is begun. It shall be done.
I don't see how I can ever
It is
have more
begun.
than 2. This rotates them. I don't know if I've made anything better or worse there. Well, I've solved
shall
the
do it.
puzzle. I don't know how, but I have. Oh, I kind of hoped that would be all my stuff back. I must have missed all my stuff then. At some point I'm going to have to equip everybody, but I'm quite sure that I'd rather get all my stuff back and then re-equip everybody. Well, we're going a long way. I thought I'd get all my stuff back by now.
Never a dull moment! To battle! Why aren't you dead yet?
Still not my stuff.
As you say.
Hey, that's mine! That thing has my things! It's got its sallow, clammy hands all over my doodads, touching my junk! No one touches Argren's junk and lives!
There's got to be more to it than one galley, surely. One white.
Pathetic creature! Excellent!
Won the day!
Now, the question is, do I want to equip him now? Or keep pushing on? Because with two mages, I think I'm on hard. I should be on hard. I'm on hard. We're having no problem with this whatsoever. I don't see why we can't keep pushing on.
As you say.
Maybe it's balanced for having a party other than two mages. Because obviously we don't rely that much on equipment compared to other classes.
You're the Warden Commander. I would not have expected to meet you here. Did those bastards get you too?
You know me?
I was to help rebuild the Ferelden Wardens, just as you were. We were at Vigil's Keep less than a week when the Darkspawn came. I think I'm the only one left. The others are dead, or worse.
What are the Darkspawn doing?
I'm not sure. The emissary who leads them is more cunning than any Darkspawn I've encountered. He's fascinated with wardens. But listen, there is a darkspawn here carrying a huge maul. He crushed my legs. He took my wedding ring. Please, Commander, slay him. Bring the ring to my wife Nida in Amaranthine. Tell her I died trying to make this world better.
Look, I'd rather you bring it to your wife.
No, I will only slow you down. Please, do this for me. It is all I ask.
Oh, he's dead. He really is dead. This seems like a trap, though. Why did they not turn him into a darkspawn? Why did they... This is weird. Why would the guy with the maul do that? I think this is a trick.
There! More of the fiends ahead!
Well, there are a lot in here, I'll give you that.
Those are my belongings. I do not appreciate having my
Oh, they've got a
things
mage as
stolen.
well. No, I think I should have done some equipping here.
I shall do it. Very well.
I think this is the equipment of my friend Valana, and that's why she was dressed like a mage. The frame rate's going mad. Just going to stop and start the recording in case something's going wrong here. Game saved there, not me. Strange that... I wonder if this is a consequence of the no helmet hack that you couldn't find them to take. Oh, I got something wrong then.
The ghouls have taken our gear.
That must be Nathaniel's stuff.
We have to get it back.
Now, is that the darkspawn with a maul?
I shall do it.
You're gonna pay!
Let's make this quick! We can do this! pathetic creature!
It is begun.
That's my stuff. The reason he looks like an armour is because I'm a battle mage. I remember.
As you say.
No, I genuinely cannot remember what you actually had. +3 dex is good, but then the point of armour is to have armour, and Blackbeard is better. I mean, none of these are any good. You must have had them. Let's go northeast. That was the game that saved again there. Ah, this must be the guy with the maul I was after. Fresh dragon egg. What was that? Don't know. No, I genuinely have no idea what I got from that. I do know that the game is running like absolute crap, and I don't know why. Let's return this to the man in the corridor. Oh, he's already dead. Okay, we won't do that then. I'm just a bit concerned at how badly the game is running. I'll complete this dungeon, and then I'll check the video.
Still with
Very well.
the deadly looks, my lady.
My lady is such a human thing to call someone.
It is a term of respect. You
Sorry, I thought they were still...
think it's human to be respectful?
Now you're mocking me.
I think you're a lovely woman, and due some respect. So I call you a lady.
Well, stop it!
Bloody
I
women.
shall do it.
Game again. Lots of save points in here. Dwarven Necromancer.
It shall be done. Very well.
Where'd that little cloud of black go? What was he doing?
It is begun.
I swear a little cloud of black ran off him just now. What have I missed? Oh great, fire on a Drake again, I'm such a genius. I almost did it again.
Very well. I shall do it.
I think I'm going to leave it here. Thank you for watching, and come back for the next episode of Dragon Age Awakenings. The geography of Thedas. Thedas is bounded to the east by the Amaranthine Ocean, to the west by the Tirishan Forest and the Hunterhorn Mountains, to the south by the snowy wastes that lie beyond the Orkney Mountains, and to the north by Donark Forest. The word Thedas is Tevinter in origin, originally used to refer to the lands that bordered the Imperium. As the Imperium lost its stranglehold on conquered nations, more and more lands became Thedas, until finally people applied the name to the entire continent. The northern part of Thedas is divided amongst the Anderfels, the Tevinter Imperium, Antiva and Rivain, with the islands held by the Qunari just off the coast. Central Thedas consists of the Free Marches, Navarra and Orlais, with Ferelden to the south. What lies beyond the snowy wastes is a mystery. The freezing temperatures and barren lands have kept even the most intrepid cartographers at bay. Similarly, the western reaches of the Anderfels have never been fully explored, even by the Anders themselves. We do not know if the dry steppes are shadowed by mountains, or if they extend all the way to a nameless sea. There must be other lands, continents or islands, perhaps across the Amaranthine, or north of Parvelen, for the Qunari arrived in Thedas from somewhere, but beyond that deduction, we know nothing. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Genetivi. The Grey Wardens. The first blight had already raged for 90 years. The world was in chaos. A god had risen, twisted and corrupted. The remaining gods of Tevinter were silent and withdrawn. What writing we have recovered from those times is filled with despair, for everyone believed, from the greatest archons to the lowliest slaves, that the world was coming to an end. At Wyshot Forest in the desolate Anderfels, a meeting transpired. Soldiers of the Imperium, seasoned veterans who had known nothing their entire lifetimes except hopeless war, came together. When they left Wyshot, they had renounced their oaths to the Imperium. They were soldiers no longer. They were the Grey Wardens. The Wardens began an aggressive campaign against the Blight, striking back against the Darkspawn, reclaiming lands given up for lost. The Blight was far from over, but their victories brought notice, and soon they received aid from every nation in Thedas. They grew in number as well as reputation. Finally, in the year 992 of the Tevinter Imperium, upon the Silent Plains, they met the Archdemon Dumat in battle. A third of all the armies of northern Thedas were lost to the fighting, but Dumat fell and the Darkspawn fled back underground. Even that was not the end. The Imperium once revered 7 gods: Dumat, Zazikal, Toth, Andoral, Razikal, Lusakan, and Nathaniel. 4 have risen as archdemons. The Grey Wardens have kept watch throughout the ages, well aware that peace is fleeting, and that their war continues until the last of the dragon gods is gone. From Ferelden, Folklore and History, by Sister Petrine, Chantry Scholar. Darkspawn. Those who had sought to claim heaven by violence destroyed it. What was golden and pure turned black. Those who had once been mage lords, the brightest of their age, were no longer men, but monsters. Threnodies 12:1. Sin was the midwife that ushered the Darkspawn into this world. The Magisters fell from the Golden City, and their fate encompassed all our worlds, for they were not alone. No one knows where the Darkspawn came from. A dark mockery of men, in the darkest places they thrive, growing in numbers as a plague of locusts will. In raids they will often take captives, dragging their victims alive into the deep roads, but most evidence suggests that these are eaten. Like spiders, it seems Darkspawn prefer their food still breathing. Perhaps they are simply spawned by the darkness. Certainly we know that evil has no trouble perpetuating itself. The last blight was in the Age of Towers, striking once again at the heart of Tevinter, spreading south into Orlais and east into the Free Marches. The plague spread as far as Ferelden, but the withering and twisting of the land stopped well beyond our borders. Here, Darkspawn have never been more than the stuff of legends. In the northern lands, however, particularly Tevinter and the Anderfels, they say Darkspawn haunt the hinterlands, preying on outlying farmers and isolated villages, a constant threat. From Ferelden, Folklore and History, by Sister Petrine, Chantry Scholar. The Blights. My dear Annika, I would not worry about the assembly. Let the nobles sit together and argue over whose house owns the grandest thaig. It keeps them from panicking, which they would surely do otherwise, and prevents them from making a greater nuisance of themselves. War is the business of warriors. I would say that the enemy's strategy seems to be changing, but they never appeared to have a strategy before, beyond destroying everything in their path. For weeks their numbers appeared to be dwindling. There was talk that perhaps we were getting close to wiping them out. We could not have been more wrong. For today we came upon the body of their main force. I cannot give words to it, Annika. I have never before seen so much death in one place. There were Darkspawn beyond counting, and at the heart of the throng a great beast, as tall as the palace of Orzammar, with breath of fire. A paragon of Darkspawn perhaps, for they seemed to pay it deference. They were leaving, marching towards the mine shafts which led to the surface. But I knew when I beheld them that once they have devoured what lies above us, they will be back. From the letters of Paragon Idukan,